Hi everyone! My name is Ulysses N. Owen. I'm an author and a big fan of Twisted Wonderland. And today, I'm going to take you on a night trip to Disneyland, where I'd like to take you to some places that remind me of certain locations in Twisted Wonderland. So let us step into the mirror and begin. My last video got a lot of good reception, so I wanted to make a part 2 because while I was walking through the parks, I did notice that certain areas reminded me of dorms like Savannah Claw, Octagonal, etc. And also the recent event called Playful Land that came out, I want to say not too long ago. And I know that that is in California Adventures, so that's where we're gonna go first. Honest fellow, here we come. I wanted to do a night version of these videos because I noticed that some of these locations look even better at night. For example, Paradise Pier, or as people call it these days, Pixar Pier, looks exquisite. Just look at that. That's amazing. Also, heads up, I've not done the Playful Land event because I want to record my reactions to it, but I did look up the images from it to see if I could find any similarities between the game and California Adventures, and obviously I did, but I didn't know how similar it was actually going to be. It really astounded me what Yana did. Like, it's literally copy and paste, you guys. Imagine dressing up as Honest Fellow or as one of the students as a puppet. That would be incredible. And also, Oogie Boogie Night is hosted in California Adventures. So if you guys go this Halloween, I feel like it'd be even better with all the villains. I actually got a lot of comments in the last video from you guys saying that you have gone to Oogie Boogie and dressed up as Twisted Wonderland characters. And I was wondering if you were going to be doing that again this year. I really want to go and dress up as Melianor. Currently working on the cosplay right now, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if I can get tickets because it's pretty famous for being sold out within minutes. I honestly believe that Honest Fellow would be the perfect cosplay for an Oogie Boogie event because it's based in California Adventures. But at the same time, Disney bounding as him would be really cool because then you could go to Disneyland and actually meet the character in Fantasyland, where the storybook canal rides are also located, which is another location found in Playful Land. I love how they incorporate actual places in the parks into the game. Also, these macaron ears, I would love to see Appel wearing them. Not too long ago, there was actually a macaron that looked like a poison apple. So if they ever bring it back, you guys have to try it. It felt so intentional, but it obviously wasn't. To the point where I even questioned, why isn't there a Twisted Wonderland After Dark event for Disneyland? I feel like so many people would show up and dress up as Night Raven College students. It would be amazing. But stepping away from that fantasy, we're gonna be heading to Adventureland to a new attraction called the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. This treehouse actually reminded me of the Savannah Claw dorm for many reasons. And I'll show you. The line was really long to get in, but from the videos that I've seen and just from looking at it outside, the ambient lighting, the running water, everything being located outdoors, like, can you imagine dressing up in a Savannah Claw uniform and walking through the treehouse and taking pictures? Especially at night, it would look beautiful. For Mickey ears, I've made Pomafiore ears, Heart's Labial ears, and the Asomnia ears. But if I ever make Savannah Claw ears, I'm definitely going to come here and take pictures with them. Also, the fact that this is located in Adventureland, where they have a lot of Lion King merch. I'm not saying it was done intentionally to look like Savannah Claw dorm, but the ambiance is still perfect. So right next door to Adventureland, we'll be heading to the Haunted Mansion, and I wanted to include this location because one of my favorite pieces of art is the one where Rook Hunt is emerging from the coffin. Now, this was definitely done intentionally for the game, and if you're going to be dressing up as Rook to come to the parks, I'd say it would be really cool to come check it out. But stepping away from that, I want to take you guys to Jolly Holiday, which I believe is another location in Playful Land. It's the place where they were selling the poison apple macaron, and from here you get a really great view of the castle. So if you're tired of having to wear your Twisted Wonderland uniform all day, I'd say here is a good place to take a breather. But if you're like me and you want to escape the crowds, I'd go through downtown Disney and head to the Disneyland Hotel, where they have a new lounge. And you guys guessed it, it reminds me of Monstro Lounge in Octagonal Dorm. It's super chill, there's live music, and the ambient lighting is perfect. I'd say if you guys come here to take pictures, I would bring extra lighting to go along with the low ambient lighting that they already have, because it can get a little bit dark in there. So just a heads up. Actually, when I found out that the Disneyland Hotel was opening up a new bar, and that the bar was named The Lounge, when I walked in for the very first time and I saw that blue lighting, I just couldn't help but feel like I was stepping into Monstro Lounge. Of course, I felt like it was done intentionally. It obviously wasn't, again, but it was still a pleasant surprise, and I really liked the experience. So if you come here dressed in your Octagonal uniforms, I think you're gonna love it too. There's also another bar that I didn't feature in this video that I'll feature in the next one. It's called Sam's Enchanted Tiki Room, and if you're like me and you're of age to drink and you want to go bar hopping, it's another great location to check out. Honestly, just walking around the parks and the hotels and downtown Disney, you will get noticed by cast members. I've seen that they actually recognize where my cosplay is from. It's always such a nice surprise knowing that some cast members do recognize Twisted Wonderland. For example, both guests and cast members have recognized the Ace cosplay that I always wear to the parks. Just the other day, a cast member stopped me just so they could look at my cosplay. They were saying that they saw a guest with either a Jade or a Floyd pin on their backpack, but that they had never seen anyone fully cosplay like me in the parks. Of course, it's very dangerous to cosplay at Disneyland because you might not be allowed in the parks. So I try to make the Night Raven college uniform as casual as I can, kind of like Cater does in the game. And just walking around the hotels, you get to find Easter eggs like this, another location in Playful-land, and I also have always thought that Royal Sword Academy looked like Sleeping Beauty's castle in Disneyland. But enough Easter eggs, you guys. There's a literal place called Rose Court Gardens located outside of the Disneyland Hotel. Rose Court Gardens! Literally the most perfect place to take hearts labial photos. I am kicking myself right now because in 2022, I went to Oogie Boogie dressed as Overblot Riddle, and I didn't come here to take pictures. Well, I mean, I can always come back since it's a public space, and I don't think that they would mind if I dressed up in cosplay, but I'm gonna have to make sure and see. Also, the lighting again, I would bring really good lighting because it can get dark out there. I just find it really cool that there are places you can go to take pictures in your Twisted Wonderland cosplays without having to pay for a ticket to the parks. I really hope that this video was helpful and informative for those coming here to take pictures in their Twisted Wonderland uniforms, or just to experience Twisted Wonderland in the parks. If you guys have any questions about Disneyland and California Adventures in Anaheim, just let me know down below and I'll do the best that I can. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next Twisted Wonderland video. Bye-bye!